Hi, I'm Jasbir. Welcome to Spice Ranee Cooking Channel. Today I'll be cooking my chicken curry. It's the first dish that I cooked on Masterchef Asia and it got me into the top 3. Let me show you how I make my chicken curry. For a full list of ingredients, please refer to the description box. It's either up here or down there. First, let me show you how you prepare the chicken. I normally buy a whole chicken, which is so much more economical. Don't let that chicken intimidate you. It's very easy to cut. Let me show you step by step how it's done. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to separate the neck from the body. Remove the excess skin from the neck and put aside in a separate bowl for all your offcuts. You can use them for stock or you can discard them. Now we are going to remove the feet from the legs. Look for the joint and cut right through. Set them aside to handle later. Taking off the wings are quite easy. Just make a slit at the armpit of the chicken and cut right through. Sometimes it's very easy. You don't even need to snap the bone, like this one. Again, make a slit right through. Snap the bone. This one will take a little bit of strength, so be careful. Put your knife down before you snap and cut right through after you have snapped. Okay, I normally take the wing tips off when I make curry, so just look for the joint and take the wing tips off. Again, you can keep them for stock, or if you have a dog that likes it, you can cook all the offcuts as dog food. Next, we are going to remove the legs. Make a slit at the skin between the thigh and the breast. That is so that you can see where the joint is. Pull the legs back to snap the joint from the socket. Use the weight of the chicken to help you cut the leg away from the body. Do exactly the same on the other side. To separate the drumstick from the thigh, just look for the fat line. The fat line is a good indication of where the joint is. Do the same for both the legs. Now we need to separate the breast from the backbone. Look for the fat lines along the sides of the breast. Cut along those lines. You might have to use a little bit of strength because there is a rib cage over there. Just keep on cutting through until you reach the end of the backbone. Maneuver it a little bit and the bones will just snap off. Cut off the excess skin and put the backbone aside so that you can handle it later. Normally, I don't use the skin on the backbone, so you can just peel it off. cut through the breastbone and divide the breast into two. Take off any excess skin that you don't want to use and divide each breast into 3 pieces. So you have 6 pieces of breast. Time to handle the backbone. Take off any excess fat and skin that you don't want to use. I normally don't cook with the skin on the backbone because it just comes off when it's cooking. Once you've taken the skin off, we're going to divide the breast into 3. When you're cutting the breast, you have to be extra careful because this is practically all bone. Now, your chicken feet. Take the claws off because you don't want to eat with the nails on. Okay, make sure you take all the claws off, and I normally just give it a snap down the center so that all the flavors can be released into your curry. Okay, what we need to do next is to wash the chicken, and normally I like to give it a good scrub at the parts where I have chopped so that I can get rid of the small bones. And there you go. Isn't it easy? Not at all intimidating. I'm sure you can do it. It's time to prepare our potatoes. First, we peel them. How I learned how to peel a potato? By racing with my mother. We had no peelers then. We had to do it the old school way. Now it's time to chop our potatoes. If the potato is small, half it. If it's a huge potato, you need to quarter it. Next, we are going to prepare all our aromatics. Our onion, garlic, ginger, chilies, tomatoes. Chop them up and put them into the blender. Now comes the exciting part. It's time to cook. I'm using my very old wok given to me by my mother-in-law and adding 5 tablespoons of oil to it. To the warm oil, you're going to add all your blended ingredients. Make sure you stir them around. Wait until it starts to bubble before you add your curry leaves. Before I add my curry leaves, I love to rub them together to release the fragrance. We're going to cook this now until you can smell the fragrance of the curry leaves. Once you can smell that, add in the salt. And curry powder. I'm using my personal Spice Ranee brand of chicken masala mix, which is available for purchase online. Please check out our link in the description box. PS, it's only available for Malaysians at the moment. Once you have added the chicken curry masala mix, make sure you stir it well because you want it to be evenly distributed. Now we are going to cover it and let it cook. Let it cook means not to forget about it. Come back and check it every few minutes. Please be aware when you lift the cover that the steam will come right at you, and so will the splatter from the liquid in the curry base. It hurts. Once the curry base has stopped attacking you like molten lava, it's time to cook without the cover on. The reason we cook without the cover on is we want the rest of the liquid to evaporate so that we have a dry base. The reason we have a dry base is the curry will last longer and the full flavor of the aromatics and the masala base will be released. From this point on, you do not move away from your curry mix because you don't want it to stick to the bottom, and it does tend to dry quite quickly without the cover off. You can see now at the sides of the curry base, the oil has started to release and it is slightly sticking to the bottom. It is almost time to add your chicken. Remember to turn down the heat when you're adding your chicken pieces because you don't want the chicken curry base to burn. Add a glass of water and make sure that you stir all the way to the bottom and scrape off every bit that's stuck to the pan. Make sure you stir evenly. What that cup of water does is it loosens the curry base and it helps it to stick to the chicken. So we're going to cook it this way for about 10 minutes. It's time to add the potatoes. We only add the potatoes, not the liquid. Get fresh water and add enough water to cover the potatoes and the chicken. At the same time, make sure you stir and scrape off all the way to the bottom of the wok. Now we're going to check if our potatoes are done. Normally, if your potatoes are done, your curry is done. The potato should be soft but still hold its shape. And how I check it is by poking it with a butter knife. To this chicken curry, I'm going to add 250 ml of coconut milk. What it does is it gives it a natural sweetness and also thickens the curry. Mix well, but do not bring the curry to boil. The reason we don't boil after we add the coconut milk is we don't want the curry to split. Ta-da! It's done! As simple as that. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Do try it out and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again next week. Please do like and subscribe to our videos. We will be posting new videos every week.